making female leadership acceptable? Is this going to hurt us long term? Is this going to be the downfall of our country? Like, what would it really do to our society if we had a female leader? Not all men are leaders. This presidential race has seen a second opportunity for America to have a female leader. This has America split into different factions on the type of relationship they want with their country. Now, if you look at our nation's leader like having a relationship with someone, what kind of leader do you want steering the ship? So today's episode has me thinking about the everlasting question, can women lead? Specifically, I'm thinking about from a relationship standpoint, because that's what we do here. If your mama ain't tell you, my name is Touché. You back here with another one on date theory. Let's get right into it. Let's start it off with the basics. What makes a leader? Strength, composure, adaptability, decision-making skills. Now, these are all attractive traits that women look for in men when they're looking for a leader to lead their relationship. Now, let's think about the importance of leading a relationship. I mean, how do you know a relationship is successful? Well, a great leader will not just be progressing individually, but his relationship will also be progressing as well. A great leader will show in the success of both people individually and as a unit. Now, some of you right now are coming up with the conclusion on if you believe a woman can showcase all of these traits. But before you do that, think about the modern day dating dynamics. I mean, there's a shift towards equality in a relationship, but is it actually true? Some may argue that it actually hasn't changed much. I mean, as women have been progressing in all fronts, many are still requiring a lot of the traditional dynamics that a man's supposed to play in a relationship. But is that actually feasible today? I mean, with a lot of progressive women who actually want equal share and responsibility in a relationship, you have to think about how will men react to a woman leading? I mean, look at our presidential candidate, for example, Vice President Kamala Harris. I bet you there's a lot of men in America today that actually won't vote for having a woman as a leader. And if that's the case, are we really making a shift towards equality? Psych! Are we really that progressive in this country as we think we are? And is this a good thing? Take, for example, the balance in a relationship. Do you believe that a woman can make the major decisions like financially, family, and roles? I'm sure there's a lot of guys on here right now that are like, hell no. I can't have a woman doing that. I can't have a woman leading me. I can't have a woman making decisions about what goes on in this house. There's a lot of ladies on here like, of course, I definitely know what to do. Let me handle the money. Let me decide what goes on in the house. Let me tell you the role that you're about to play.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Now, the interesting part about that thought is, if a woman is actually leading in a relationship, do you think that men would be able to kind of handle that from a secure standpoint?
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Do you think that there's a lot of men out there that are going to be able to say, you know what, yes, my woman makes the decisions? Because if you look on the other side of the spectrum where the man makes all decisions, he handles everything financially, everything that goes on in the house, tells you your roles. When people tend to have so much power, they can be in positions of superiority and belittle you. I guess that all just depends on the type of man that you are. Speaking about the man that you are, what role do you play in this new progressive modern relationship? I mean, where does a man fit in this scenario? If a woman is the breadwinner in the family and she's taking care of things and making decisions on what goes where do you place your value in the relationship? Because I can imagine that a lot of dudes are going to find it hard to provide value, at least that they think, to their relationship that doesn't involve finances, or maybe not feel so much as a man when it comes to not being able to actually make major decisions. And honestly, that may not even be the case. There could be a lot of women out there that are in the driver's seat and they're saying, you know, I want to give you an equal footing regardless of what our financial dynamics are. Because I do feel like women might have a little bit more grace about that than we would. But at the same time, do you feel like if a woman is leading in a relationship, she's going to be as attracted to a man that is just playing the B role?
How? Hold on, bro.
I mean, let's really take it back and think about it instinctually. women do want the more dominating alpha male who is going to provide. And a modern day woman is going to want you to be that alpha male, but also have emotional intelligence equipped with that. But ladies, what do you think about the traditional man versus the modern man? Which one do you actually prefer? If you don't actually know the answer and you're having a tough time, watch this video that talks about why men aren't attracting women. But let's take it back a little bit because I mentioned something very interesting. Let's talk about the impact of a woman leading in a relationship. Now, do y'all think that a man would be able to progress the same if a woman was in the driver's seat in the relationship? Do you feel that a man needs a certain level of bravado and secureness in order to actually conquer and progress in different facets of his life? Or do you think that a man being in that passenger seat is going to be just as successful in different areas of their life? I mean, should this idea even be embraced? Is it harmful or is it progressive? First of all, let's get something very clear because I'm using the word men a lot and you may be thinking all men, but guess what? Not all men are leaders. Let's get that out there. There's going to be a lot of guys that are going to comment and see this and say, you know what? Yes, I am a leader. I want a woman that's going to be like this and she has to listen to me and follow me, and y'all don't provide half the shit that's necessary to make those decisions. So if that's not you, you better understand where your seat is in that car. But if we embrace this idea, I wonder, what would it do to our society? Like, what would it really do to our society if we had a female leader? We had a female leader of the free nation, of the great country of America. What would that do to our overall outlook on how we're perceived from other countries? Do we still look as strong? Are we as feared? Or by putting men in more of a B role and making it acceptable, making female leadership acceptable, is this going to hurt us long term? Is this going to be the downfall of our country? I don't know. What I do know is, being a man that provides and leads his relationships, that it would be difficult for me to actually have a woman lead me in my relationship, because I think instinctually for me, I am such a natural protector and provider that it would be hard to actually fight against my instincts. But that does not mean that I am not open or capable of hearing my woman, understanding her wants and needs, and hearing her voice, because she is just as equally important. Now I want to leave you with some food for thought. Ladies, would you want to lead your man in your relationship? Do you think that your relationship will succeed better, worse, or just the same? And fellas, would you let your woman lead the relationship? Please let me know in the comments below. But thank y'all for tuning back in with me. Y'all already know where you at, and you know who you with because your mama told you. I'll see y'all on the next one. Touché. Peace out.